We've got on board with us Mr. SV Krishnan, the CFO at Redington India. He joins us on the show right now. Mr. Krishnan, hi, morning. It's been a good quarter for you. Overseas revenues up a good 9.5%, domestic sales growth at 6%. Did you face any issues in the first quarter with regards to GST? And if you could just highlight what's been the traction that you've seen in IT products as well as mobility?
Yes, good morning. Yeah, as you correctly mentioned, in Q1 there was an the negative impact because of GST. There was a lot of confusion in the marketplace whether to stock or not. So that created a negative impact in terms of revenue and also the profits. If you see for the first quarter, we degrew our revenue by about 6% and profits by about 9%. That we could recover in Q2. There is a lot more clarity as we speak now in terms of the GST, and for Q2 we have grown our revenue by about 5.9% and the profits by about 5%, and this is in spite of a reduction in the end customer price because of GST by about 6 to 7%. So how you should look at the India growth for the quarter should be about 11 to 12% growth if you need to make a comparison between last year and current year.
Okay, Apple products, the distribution of Apple products accounts for a quarter of your revenue pie. How did they grow compared to the historical trends and averages, and how is the contribution of other branded products sales increasing for you?
Good. Apple has done very well. While the 8 plus launch had happened in the last 2 days of the last quarter, still we have grown very well in terms of the Apple products, and we expect a better growth in the current quarter because in addition to 8 and 8 plus, the most expected the iPhone 10 is coming up in the next 2 days. So we are very confident in terms of the sales in Apple products. Even outside of Apple, for the other brands, we have been doing well. If the Apple product is contributing roughly about 26% of our revenue, HP is contributing about 16%, and a couple of more brands are at about 8% and 5%. So generally we are growing positively across various brands.
Okay, but which are the brands that you are most excited about in the coming months?
Nothing specific. We are gung-ho about every of the brands, and we represent majority of the brands. We represent all the brands in IT and couple of brands in the mobile phones. Whichever brand does well, we are going to have a positive impact in terms of our results. So we are gung-ho. We have no negative view about any specific brand.
Your logistics subsidiary, ProConnect, is small in as far as its overall revenue contribution goes, but is ramping up quickly. The parent accounts for just 23% of its revenues. The rest comes from the third-party clients. How do you see the logistics business growing?
It has been really doing well from the time we started ProConnect in the year 2012. On a consistent basis, they have been growing at a very fast pace, and that continued even for Q2 as well as for H1. If you take Q2 for example, we grew the top line by about 96% and the PAT, the profits by about 36%. We are very gung-ho in terms of this business. There are a lot of investments that we have planned to do in this business, both in organic and inorganic way. We think this business is going to be an interesting space in the next couple of years with GST in place starting from July 1st.
Right, and you aim to triple your PAT performance of ProConnect in 5 years. What will be the investment required for the same, and will you be considering unlocking value here? Like listing the logistics business separately, hiving it off and then getting it listed?
Yes, we have committed to the market. We will triple the profits in 5 years, and I think we are on track for that. In terms of the listing, yes, that's the plan, but that may be over a period of time because we see a lot of opportunities in terms of this business. It's still small, and we would like to grow this to a larger size before we look at any of those capital raising or the IPO part of the strategy.
But how would you value the business currently? I mean, if there's a valuation matrix, would you just go by the revenues? What kind of value would you ascribe to the business right now?
The value need to be ascribed to the market, but having said that, I can very clearly tell you the logistics industry as such today are commanding values north of 40-50 times. So that's the way it's being valued. But how much the ProConnect will get valued, that's something you have to advise us or the market need to determine. We have been growing consistently. We are very gung-ho about this business. Last year we made a profit of 19.6 crores. And this year in the first half itself, it's about 11.6 crores. So we are quite gung-ho as we move forward in the next 3 to 5 years in terms of this business growth.
Okay, Mr. Krishnan, good speaking with you and good luck. I can only imagine what the numbers are going to look like next quarter when you'll have iPhone 10 figures as well added to the numbers. Good speaking with you as always.